Hello everybody, my name is Miguel, welcome back to Lucid9. Alright, so time to make a decision, but I think the decision is obvious. Modeling is marvelous. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm trying to make it so he doesn't sound like that Yama isn't a complete douche. I don't want him to do that. But these decisions might alter the story. So I'm gonna go at it in a positive way. So modeling is marvelous. Now that I think about it, I guess it would be a change of pace from the incident this morning. Yeah, see, there you go, Yama. Now you're starting to think positive. Fine. The crew member claps his hands together, jumping up and down. Even Misaki looks surprised. I guess she was expecting me to come up with some excuse. You will? Yeah, why not? Okay, great. Here's an actor release form, a health waiver form, a temporary contract, a call sheet, a minor release form, the workers' compensation policy, emergency information. Sign on all the lines here, and we'll fill out the rest when you're done. What the? Is there really this much paperwork in one simple film shoot? Okay, get into that tent. Makeup and wardrobe will have you groomed and ready to go in no time. Before I've had the chance to understand what is going on, I'm being shoved into a large plastic tent. There are brushes, creams, and gels in a bunch of colors that I can't even begin to describe. My hair and skin is being pulled every which way. Do people actually do this for fun? When I'm finally out of the hectic buzz of activity, my crew member takes me beneath the widespread of a dark umbrella where Misaki is casually sitting on a tall backed stool immersed in her phone. I always thought she was beautiful, but in this pose, one leg crossed, elbows tucked in, chin tilted ever so slightly, she looks like a legitimate model. I shift my eyes elsewhere, clearing my throat. So, 1 second. She taps away on her phone in stoic silence. What's the urgency? I'm updating my status. What? Patter, social media, microblog. Her responses are terse as the brunt of her attention is honed on her phone. She doesn't even spare me a glance. I still don't get why. Psh, this is important. I promptly snatch her phone out of her hand. She squeaks in indignation, grabbing for it. Yama, stop! She suddenly halts, staring blankly at me for a long moment. Oh. What? You should dress up more often. Which means you would be popular with the ladies if you did. I can't help but feel a hint of pleasure at her compliments. See, Yama? See, you're making a good decision. You're getting compliments out of nowhere. But what does that have to do with anything with the current matter? Why are you always on your phone? Oh, my phone! Give it back! You didn't answer my question. I'm warning you, Yama, give me my phone, or else. I smirk, challengingly waving her cell in the air. Or else what? Misaki suddenly makes a sudden lunge for her phone, but before I have the chance to sidestep her, she grabs my wrist in an attempt to pry it out of my hand. I see her eyes widen as she slips on the length of her kimono. The momentum sends her falling straight into me, and we both spiral to the ground. Ow, my back! Now look what you did. Look what I did. You're the one who... I stop short, finally noticing our close proximity. The length of her soft hair brushes over my face, and I find myself turning my head to cover the flush of my cheeks. Misaki, however, uses my moment of fluster as an opportunity to pin my arms against the floor. Oh, what are you doing? You have to pay the consequences for taking my phone. If I recall, I gave you this phone after I won at the expo. You wouldn't have won it if I didn't force you to go. She got me there. Well, whatever. You still didn't answer my question from before, you know. Whether they should have dressed you in a kimono for the shoot. Yes, they should have. That's not what I asked. She giggles. Oh, the kimono joke. Everyone knows. You're gonna tell everyone. She giggles, and despite my slight annoyance, I can't help but chuckle myself. Yama, do you honestly want to know why I'm always on my phone? I stop at a sudden tilt in Misaki's voice. I didn't think she'd be this troubled by such a simple question. Isn't it because you're an addict? No. I mean, partly, but that's not what I'm getting at. Then what are you getting at? Do you remember my father, Yama? Jun? Yeah, I remember him. There was something he told Rui during the New Year's party after she accidentally burned him with a what? I gotta read that again. There was something he told Rui during the New Year's party after She accidentally burned him with a sparkler. Do you remember that? Of course, she was bawling her eyes out for hurting him. Typical Rui. Clearly he was in pain, but he just laughed it off and told her not to cry. That it'd be at least a cool scar for him to remember her by. When I left Seto, I realized I didn't have anything to remember you and Rui. No pictures, no keepsakes, not even a cool scar. She loosens her grip on my wrist and gingerly plucks her phone from my hand. She brings up her screen to my eyes. Her patter status reads, "A wild llama appears. Laddie's helping with the shoot. Look how excited he is." Laughing face. Attached to her status is a photo of me being dragged into the tent by one of the crew members, and just like the last photo she took of me at the Tech Expo, my face is twisted awkwardly here too. I figured this would be a good way to remember our time together. Oh, here's one I took of Rui from yesterday. I smile bitterly as she scrolls to another photo. To see Misaki so concerned about forgetting Rui and it's clear she never wanted to leave Seto, yet all we could ever think about was how it affected us. Just how selfish were we? How selfish was I? Misaki, So you're Kuzunaki's substitute. The scene director suddenly interrupts, towering above us with an amused grin. And here I was worried that you two wouldn't have chemistry. We're starting soon, so you might want to cut your make-out sessions short. Wait, we're not. Here's the script. Memorize it quick, Ishimoto. You have 5 minutes. Before I have the chance to clear up his misunderstanding, he drops the script next to us and marches off. Looks like we have work to do, Ishimoto. Seems so, Kazuhaya. Shall we? We shall. Once you get off me. Oh, right. Misaki quickly unmounts me. Nice choice of word. Unmounts me and dusts off her kimono. I hurriedly glance over the script as the director continues barking orders at the rest of the crew. From what I can gather, the commercial is advertising a line of kimonos. Ah, that explains it. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Apparently, they're trying to emphasize the fact that their dresses are more vibrant and unique compared to others by having the main lead, Ryu, spot his close friend Reika at a large festival. It seems the two friends are at odds after Ryu discovered Reika would be moving away the next day. The scene highlights his apology for being angry at her, and then they... Ishimoto! I jump at the stud and call up my name. I need you and Kazuhaya to take your places. Oh crap, I haven't finished reading the whole script yet, much less had the chance to memorize the lines. Before I can react, we're both already getting ushered into position by the crew member. Okay, quiet on set, camera, rolling. Sound, speeding. Slate. Kazuhaya and Ishimoto, scene 2. Yamaku, take 1, marker. Action. For a moment I remained there, frozen in place. Yeah. I was able to remember some of my lines, but it looks like I'll need to ad-lib the rest. I think I've heard most commercial actors do this all the time. Then again, I'm not a commercial actor. Before the director has the chance to scold me for stalling, I wheel my legs to move forward through the crowd anyway. Reika, where are you? I call out shakily, but at least my panic fits the scene. That's convenient. It isn't long before I spot a familiar flash of purple. I rush towards it, cameras following my every movement along the way. Reika! Misaki smoothly turns to me, hand over her mouth in surprise. I double over, pretending to be more out of breath than I really am. Whether it seems believable, I haven't a clue. Ryu, what are you doing here? I draw myself up, looking her straight in the eye. I'm so glad I found you. Why are you here? I thought you never wanted to see me again. I'm sorry, Reika. My mind goes blank. What comes next? I have no clue what to say, so I decide to spew out whatever comes to mind. I was afraid. I noticed the crew exchanged perplexed glances, but they continued filming. I was afraid that you were never coming back. That everyone I got close to would only leave me, and that I'd end up alone. Misaki remains silent. I can't tell if she's just confused that I'm not following the script or whether she's wondering if there's some deeper meaning behind my words. It's probably the second one. It's stupid, I know. I was so worried about myself. I never really considered how you must have felt. I'm sorry. Misaki catches her breath. In the lighting, her eyes look glossy. I step forward, intertwining my fingers around hers. You'll forgive me, won't you, Reika? Ryu. Misaki wraps her arms around my waist, burying her head in my chest. Honestly, I've missed you. I've missed you too. She looks at me through her tears, and I suddenly find her face awfully close to mine. I pull away instinctively, absently rubbing my arms in embarrassment. Cut! Before I know it, director's marching towards us with a scowl. What the hell was that about? Sorry for messing up my lines, sir. I'm not talking about the lines, I'm talking about the damn kiss. Kiss? Don't tell me you didn't even finish reading the script, did you? He thoroughly kneads his temples, sighing deeply. He fetches a copy and shoves it in my chest, aggressively pointing at a segment. Line 14. After apologizing, Ryu leans in and kisses Reika. End of scene. This is supposed to be for a commercial, not no damn soap opera. Despite you screwing up the lines, I've decided to use the footage anyway. We've wasted too much time already. I just need you to kiss Kazuhaya for the final shot. Is he serious? I actually have to kiss Misaki? Don't you think that's a bit unfair to ask of him, director? What's the problem? Aren't you two dating? No, we aren't. Well, I need a kiss scene and I expect to get one, dating or not. He turns away, seemingly done with the conversation. How can you be so inconsiderate? Excuse me? Yama's not even a professional actor. You can't just force him to kiss someone he doesn't love. This isn't about love. He signed a damn contract. He'll do what I tell him to do if he wants to get paid. And that goes for you too, Kazuhaya. Else you can be sure I'll replace both of you. Go ahead and do it for all I care. I value my friend's feelings more than this damned commercial. I lay a hand on her shoulder in an attempt to calm her. As hesitant as I am to kiss her, I wouldn't want her to lose her job. It's fine, Mickey. It's my fault for not reading the contract. But how do you think Rui would feel? Rui? Why would she bring up Rui? Look, I don't have time for this relationship crap. Will you do the kiss scene or not? Yes. But Yama. Then take your positions now. The director sends us one last piercing glare before straightening back to his chair. With no room for argument, Misaki and I return to our locked embrace. Are you sure you want to do this? It's alright. I just thought of an idea. Idea? What are you talking about? Just trust me. I can sense Miki's apprehension as the cameras focus on us once more. Slight. Kazuhaya Nishimoto, Scene 2. Yamaku, Take 2. Marker. Action! I'm going to need to get my face as close as Miki's as possible if I expect this to work. I brush my fingers over her cheek, slowly tilting her chin upward. For a moment, we remain there, suspended, her eyes still red from crying earlier. Bore into mine questioningly. Just what do you plan on doing? I can hear my heartbeat in my eyes, feel her slight exhale over my lips, smell the light cherry fragrance over her hair. I close my eyes, drifting closer. And when we're only a few hairs apart, I discreetly move my thumbs to her lips. Misaki inhales sharply, stiffening my touch. I also retreat my hand, afraid that I hurt her, but she only tightens her grip around my waist to prevent me from moving. God, this is so awkward. Dots. More dots. Cut! Good enough. Take 5, everyone. As the cruise settles, I instantly draw back, releasing her. That was a stage kiss, wasn't it? Why didn't you tell me you were going to do a stage kiss? Would you have preferred a real one? Oh. Quiet. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Before I can cover up my faux pas, a crew member jogs over to us. Nishimoto, right? Thank you so much. You totally saved my hide right there. Huh? Oh yeah, no problem. If you wouldn't mind, we still have some papers you need to sign, and the director would like to discuss your pay. Sure. As the crew member leads me away, I gave Misaki a departing wave. But instead of waving back, she averts her eyes and slinks back to the changing room. Did I somehow make her mad? As I speak with the director, there are a lot of numbers, papers, and lengthy terms that I don't completely understand. But from the sounds of it, I've acquired a decent amount of money despite my screw-ups. By the time I return to the set, Misaki's already disappeared. The only people left are around half the crew, who are currently occupied with tearing down the set. Yahiko. Huh? Hello. Yo, dude, where you at? Why? We're all here at GFC. You You getting any of our messages? Messages? I briefly checked my phone. Are you serious? 100 messages? Oh, should we have sent more? Never mind, I'm on my way. See ya. Wow. I cut the call and exit the rooftop, heading straight to GFC. This guy needs to learn some text etiquette. After a couple minutes of eventful walking, I reached the familiar ambience of the local General Fried Chicken. Yahiko cheerily waves me over, brandishing a formidable drumstick in his hand. I settle next to him, keeping my eyes off Rui for some reason. Just looking at her brings back a flood of negative emotions. Good of you to join us, minion. What took you so long? My insides burn with anger, but I keep my gaze on the table, taking a moment to steady my voice before I answer. I was busy. Were you running? Are you getting back into track? No thanks. Oh, I know, you were practicing for my lessons, were you? Sly move, my good minion. Did you woo any ladies? I guess. I don't miss the flash of pain that crosses Rui's eyes. I'm stricken with a twinge of guilt, but I shove it away. Wait, really? Damn, our boy's growing up. I don't know. She hasn't responded yet. The lie passes smoothly from my lips. I grab a piece of chicken to quell the nausea in my stomach as Rui quickly straightens, absently playing with her hair. That probably means that she isn't into you. Figures. I have no clue who'd be interested in Yama. I tighten my grip on the table with my free hand, fighting to stay calm. Maybe there's no reason for a girl to wait if she's interested, right? Right. If she liked me, she would have told me right away. Exactly. Damn. I'm a jerk. Like I said, you're the one saying this, and I have to read it out. I'm not a dick. He is. I angrily tear into the chicken, biting with such force that my jaw aches. Yahiko stares between me and Rui, concern lining his brow. Are you two okay? Huh? I'm fine. It kind of feels like you two got into a fight. We haven't. She says this hesitantly. I know that she herself doesn't know why my mood is so terrible. Honestly, I have no one to blame but myself. I thought that I've given myself enough time to calm down from the forest episode, but apparently it wasn't enough. And now I'm taking it out on the only 3 people in the world I can call my friends. Dude, we can't help you if we don't know what's wrong. I almost jump at how serious his voice is. I know. I brought a terrible mood into this place. I need to shake it off. The time at the forest is completely over. My only task for the rest of the day is having fun with my friends, and fun doesn't come with a sour attitude. Sorry. I heard a pretty creepy story this morning, so I'm a bit on edge. That's pretty much the whole story when I boil it down. It's pretty much pathetic. A creepy story? She shoots me a concerned glance, which I honestly deserve. I'm not exactly known for being gullible or superstitious after all. I shake my head at her, which Masato seems to take as guilt. Don't worry about it, man. We all got our off days. Thanks. If we're talking about creepy stories, I have a great one to tell. It's an urban legend that's been around the academy for forever. It's called the Vanishing Janitor. What kind of dumb name is that? Well, you know how we don't have after-school cleanup, right? Yeah, because the school costs an arm and a leg to attend, especially without scholarships. Everyone knows that we have a janitor. We can see him collecting garbage, bagging it up, and stacking it in the cart. Wait a minute, didn't I have to remind Yahiko that we had a janitor? Guess his observation skills have finally leveled up. But, have you noticed that the janitor never actually walks out the gate? Well, of course not. It's a visual eyesore that would be damaging to the school's image. Then, good minion, my question is to you. Where does that trash go? Now that he mentions it, it is pretty odd. Oh, I see what you're saying. The dumpster is outside of the school by the street near the back of the campus. And the front gate is allegedly the only way to enter or exit the school. It's why the academy is considered to be so safe. But that janitor don't take the junk out of the gate, which he'd have to in order to reach the dumpster. And that is our predicament. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what the explanation could be. Of course, I have my own theory, which is the janitor actually has the ability to travel to another dimension. He takes all of our trash to the land of missing socks. Just when you thought he was going to go for the score, he didn't. You know how you do a closed cycle of laundry with a certain number of pairs of socks, but you always come out with one extra sock? It's because one of them spun so fast that it vanished to this other dimension. There are little wormholes here and there too, like under the bed or couch and behind the laundry machine. It's why they spontaneously disappear, only to reappear again. So that's where the janitor takes the trash, the same dimension where there are missing socks. And just like that, dots. That is simultaneously the most brilliant and most stupid idea I've ever heard from you. I agree with that. You lost me at dimension, man. Ha! Your plebeian minds simply can't comprehend my sheer intellect. It's sheer, alright, but not in the sense you're thinking. Well, now that Yahiko's finished with his conspiracy theory, what do you guys want to do for the rest of the day? It's not a conspiracy theory, it's fact. How about we head into town? Town? You mean District 8? Yeah, ain't that where all the lively stuff happens? It's the most affluent district in Izumu, so there's definitely a lot of flourishing commerce and technology. But usually every recreational activity comes with a heavy price tag. I guess, yeah. Thinking of anything in particular? Don't know. If something catches our interest, we should check it out. Huh, a normal day of just kicking back. It does feel like it's been a while since we've hung out together. Even going to the amusement park yesterday was, in some ways, more tiring than relaxing. I'm down. Sounds like fun. We finish up the chicken and head to the subway. It's less crowded than usual, probably because today's technically a weekend. This is new. Hold on, I gotta read that to make sure I said it right. It's less crowded than usual, probably because because today's technically a weekend. I got that mixed up for some reason. I don't know, my brain processed that wrong for some reason. Like all other Izumu subways, the platform is immaculate. There's no sign of dust, much less any scrap of trash. Quality public transportation seems to be a big boasting point in the city. There's hardly a whisper of sound as the doors seamlessly slide open or as the subs barrel down the rails, solidifying the care crafted into the station. This is new also. We board the next train to District 8, an affluent street with skyscrapers that seem to fade into the clouds. It's packed at this time of day, sidewalks full of rich housewives and groups of teens on shopping trips. The bright lights of store displays shine with deceptive welcome, as if the workers care about something other than the wallet size of their customers. Just down the street, I notice a familiar mop of red hair in front of a large gaming store. Oh, isn't that Eri? I peer over the crowd of heads to the other side of the street. Yep, it's definitely Eri, staring emptily through the glass display without a care in the world. Oh yeah, the little one. Maybe we should invite her to hang out with us. Are you kidding? Her? Oh, calm down. What could she possibly do to you? Well, clearly there's something wrong with her. She didn't fall for my irresistible charm. Uh-huh. But it gets even better. I did a little digging. Turns out that anyone who talks to her mysteriously goes missing the next day. Really? Oh, give me a break. Yama and I talked to her 2 days ago and we're still around. Give it time. This is ridiculous. Yama, we should invite her, right? Oh god. I probably should have saved before I did this. Okay, a couple more lines and then... Well, so should we invite her or no? Well, it's true, Rui does make a solid point. We've been talking to her and we haven't disappeared, but that's just a silly superstition of some sort. Yahiko's also talked to her too. He's the one that was trying to pull the charm on her and he hasn't disappeared. Sato has not. Well, he hung with her, but he has. I don't know if he talked to her in the amusement park. We all hung together, but still. I talked to her. Yahiko's talked to her. Yurui's talked to her. Misaki and Elizabeth has talked to her, and nothing's happened. So yeah, let's invite her. Sure. What? How could you betray me like this? Thanks. Okay, go get her. Me? Who else? I'm about to protest, but Rui shoves me in the street the moment the light turns green. Hey! Go! Sighing, I plod across the street, weaving my way through the crowd until I've reached the gaming store. At a closer glance, I realize that Ari isn't blankly looking at the store. She's smiling. Purely, lightly, with a genuine sparkle to her eye. I almost feel like I'm interrupting something important. Hi. Ari turns to me, her expression openly curious. Dots? Fancy meeting you here at this place. Dots. In a public street, in front of a game store, on the weekend. Actually, it's not very unusual, is it? More dots.
Say something, woman!
Again, no response. It'd be easier to get a reaction out of a brick wall. So, what kind of game are you interested in? Kirby? Pulimon? That's Pokemon, is it? Okay, quick return now. Ari only smiles and points to a far corner of the store. A twisted poster of terrifyingly grotesque zombies rise from the fog of the special Left Alive display. Oh. Wait, what? Left Alive? Yes. I rack my brain as to why a cute, frail girl would be interested in such a horrific game. You like Left Alive? You can save creatures from their miserable lives. So do you like Summon Allegiance? Nimbus? Those kinds of shooters? No. What other games do you like? Fugui? I can't pronounce that. Fugui? Forgive me if I pronounce that wrong. I'm just gonna say Fugi. Fugi? Wait, the survival horror game that Yahiko Nightmares that gave Yahiko nightmares for 2 months? You mean Fugui? Fugui? Fall of Shadows? Yes. Do you like the adrenaline rush? I don't play it for fun. Then why do you play it? It's educational. I have a bad feeling about this. How is it educational? It shows me how I would never want to die. Something about the way she says that is terribly ominous, almost like a girl who's planning her funeral before her wedding. I see. We fall into... God damn it! We fall into a short silence as my mind runs blank. I don't even remember what I was supposed to be doing. What games do you like? I like this game. It's called Saving and ending the video because we're gonna pick it up because I've already been going for like 28 minutes now, so we'll pick this up another time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. I'll greatly appreciate it. Share this video with friends. Until next time, see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. So I don't think there's... Yeah, I'm blocked out there, so maybe most likely I need to go through here. Oh God! Oh boy. Shit's going down now. Oh boy.